Danielle, first of all, semi-finals of the Super League, Women's Super League playoffs this weekend. How much are you looking forward to the game against Castleford?
Oh, I can't wait. So excited. You know, I think obviously everyone at the club is as well. And especially for, like, myself, this is probably like my first proper year playing, Rugby League, and to be obviously involved in the Challenge Cup semi-final and final, and to be hopefully involved in this one. Yeah, just so excited. Can't wait.
Yeah, we're a way away now from that final. It seems a long time ago. What was it like scoring in the final and lifting the trophy at the end?
Oh, I couldn't actually quite believe it. Like I said, like, it's my first ever, Challenge Cup final, and I think obviously I dreamt that hopefully I would have got over the line, and I'd put myself in good stead for the past couple of games, getting over. But yeah, when Faye passed me that ball, and I just sort of strolled in, I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. I think like watching it back, I actually got a bit emotional watching it. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I've actually done that. It was brilliant. Yeah, no, it was great. I loved it.
That's the first trophy. You lifted the League Leaders Shield at the weekend as well.
Yeah.
Comfortable win on the scoreline against Wigan, but it looked a tough game at times.
Yeah, it was. It was very physical, a very physical game, and obviously, playing on the wing, like, it looked a very physical game. That they did challenge us quite a lot, and I think as well for us, we've not really had like a lot of games over the last sort of couple of months, with breaks and with people having to give games up because of COVID reasons and everything like that. So I think obviously it was a tough game for us to sort of just get back into the stride of things as well. Just try and get back into the way that we play and stuff. But I think it's probably one of the most physical games that we've had sort of so far this year.
What was it like in terms of playing at the Totally Wicked Stadium and the support you had as well on Sunday?
Yeah, it was great. Especially, like I say, myself, I think the first game I'd played at the stadium was when we played York a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, to get back at the stadium again, it's great. It's a great venue. It's a massive pitch, massive stadium with loads of history behind it. But I think obviously with it being a derby against Wigan, we had really good support there, and and we felt it on the pitch. Every time we went over, every time we made a break, you could hear people cheering and everything like that. So it was great to be there.
And you're hoping for plenty of support on Sunday there as well, because you're actually at home for the semi-final against Castleford.
Yeah, no, we are. I think quite lucky, really. I think obviously we'd love the support, and if we can get as many people as we had there on Sunday back here this Sunday, I think it'll be another great occasion for us. Yeah.
On TV as well, so there'll be plenty of people watching from home. If people are thinking, what should I watch this Sunday, why would you tell them to watch Saints and Cass?
Oh, well, we've come up against each other a couple of times this season already, and it's been so physical. The games have been really, really tough, and both quality sides as well. We've seen Cass do it last year, and they've been really successful. This year I know they've lost a couple of players, but I don't think that's sort of taken away from how sort of tough these games are. And yeah, it's a semi-final. I don't really think there's nothing else to get behind it. Semi-finals are big games, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you finished at this point in the season, no matter where in the table, anyone could go ahead into this final at this moment in time. So yeah, I think it'll be definitely a good game to get behind.
So you're new to rugby league in a sense. What have you learned switching over from netball? What can you take from netball into rugby league?
Oh, there's quite. To be fair, I think from just like the basics, from like a catch and pass perspective, I think that's definitely helped me just sort of have a good sort of like ground, like base level. I don't think anything can prepare you to play rugby. I think some of my netball teammates would probably argue the fact that they said that I probably played netball like I played rugby at some times, but I think coming into rugby, yeah, it's definitely two different worlds. But then there's a sense of sort of quite the same. You've got the footwork, you've got the catch and pass. There is some similarities there, but I think the physicality you can't match it at all.
What's it like going out onto the field with the likes of Amy Hardcastle, Emily Rudds, Jodie Cunningham, these top world-class players who've been there and done it and seen everything?
Oh, it's amazing. I sometimes can't believe it, to be honest with you. Like I say, obviously this is my first proper season, second season playing rugby league, and I think when I, coming onto the pitch and learning the game off, not just them 3 players, but, the rest of the 10, 11 other players that, are also in the England lineup as well. I mean, talk about learning from the best, really, don't you? So I'm definitely getting the best experience possible. But yeah, to line up against them, and especially with Amy being on my inside as my centre, and then Emily Rudge being obviously as second row, having them telling me what I need to be doing, what I need to be looking at. Again, I don't think I could be getting any better sort of coaching, from on the pitch, I suppose.
She scored Amy 22 tries this year. You've got 10. You're not asking her to pass it a bit more to you, are you?
Yeah, she's just incredible, and she just scores them for fun. The way that she's just, oh my God, she's just an absolute, beast on the field. And yeah, I mean, on this, I think on the weekend, I think the last try, I've watched it back, and I probably could have got over myself, but at the end of the day, I'm not really bothered who scores the try as long as we get over, so if it means that I pass it back on the inside, and if I think that Amy's got a better chance of getting over than me, then I'll pass the ball. It's at the end of the day, it's not who scores the try, as long as we score them. I think that's just the best thing.
I'd say obviously it's a team game. You've had that experience of lifting 2 trophies this year. How important is it to end the season winning that Super League Grand Final on the 10th of October?
Oh, massive. I think obviously the last season that we played in, we got into 2 semi-finals and got knocked out of them. So we know sort of firsthand what it's like to get into a semi-final and not make it the full way. Obviously, luckily enough, the first start of the season when we got into the Challenge Cup final, I think we got past that sort of, that bogey of not being able to get through a semi, and we got to a final, so we know we can do it. But yeah, I mean, to be able to get into the grand final, hopefully, and, we obviously now our sights are set on obviously doing the treble. We've got the 2 so far this season, and I think, yeah, we're not looking past the semis yet. We've got a tough game on Sunday against Cass, and I think obviously we're just preparing just to get past that first. Hopefully, if we do, then we can obviously look onto that final. But yeah, it'd be absolutely amazing, especially coming back after, the break of COVID. To be able to get all them 3 trophies would just be, incredible. I think that's all we're sort of like thinking of at the club at the moment. So yeah, it'll definitely be amazing if we can do it.
I'm hoping for another open top bus tour as well.
Yeah, that was incredible. I couldn't believe we got the opportunity to do that. I remember we obviously all got invited down to go and parade the cup at Wembley. And just obviously as we got back on the coach after the men winning, Craig came onto the bus and was like, just let you know, Monday, if you can all make it, we've been invited to do an open top bus parade. And I think the whole way around, we were just like, mouths open the whole way around, like, are we actually doing this? Like, is this actually something that we're doing? So yeah, I mean, we'd love to do another one of them. It was great.
Danielle, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck on Sunday, and fingers crossed, perhaps we'll be seeing you in the final in a couple of weeks' time.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.